Hey Internet, today I'm going to show you how to get your IR3 tax return and how to fill it out. This is your tax return for your New Zealand tax department, so your Inland Revenue Department, your IRD. Disclaimers: please contact your accountant for professional tax advice. This is a guide for first-time tax users that can't afford an accountant. In this specific case, it will be for first-time YouTube content creators doing their tax returns for the very first time and can't afford an accountant. Please note this is just a guide, so it is not financial advice. Once again, please contact your accounting professional. Alright, so where to get your account? You need to set it up online. So as you can see, top right hand corner, it will have register. So you make your account online, you need to register and then activate/verify your account. You need to ring them. Alright, make sure you also tell them that you are a digital content creator. They will enable the function for you to have your tax return online. Okay, so as you can see in the highlighted green rectangle, you log in there. So once you've got your account set up, you log in. You'll log into your personal page. So note that these are slideshows. I've removed personal information and other, important details to protect privacy, also for legal reasons. So treat these as blank pages. Alright, so we go from summary, as you can see on the left. We go to income tax, we go to more. Then we scroll down, we go to payments, refunds and returns. We click file or amend a return. Since we are filing for the very first time, it will be file. So it takes you to the page where it has multiple years of tax returns. You want to select your current year. As you can see, I have submitted mine already, so it's view submission. But if you're filing for the very first time, it will be file. So you click on that, the middle one. So this one here, as highlighted with the green rectangle. It will take you to your tax return page for the current year. The pages itself, or the return itself, it's pretty self-explanatory, but we'll go through it. Okay, so non-tax resident. So if you are new to the country, welcome, and you will be ticking yes. If you are a resident or citizen, you'll be ticking no. So that's pretty simple. In this page, they pre-filled self-employed and New Zealand interest received. So this one they auto tick for you if you have, I suppose, interest from an account. So maybe a high interest account, like a compound interest account. So they auto tick that one for you. If you scroll down, so overseas income, so that's Google AdSense, you need to tick that one. You want to tick the claiming other expenses against your income, so this will reduce your tax. So if you have a negative income, so if your expenses are more than your income, you want to click the claiming net loss brought forward. So what this means is that if you have a negative income, you can claim it and then your losses will be brought forward to the next year, and if you make a profit next year, you will then pay taxes that year. And if you don't make profit that year, you can bring it forward again. So only upsides. The downside is if you're not making a profit, you're probably in trouble. Not by IRD, but like financially in trouble. Okay. So next, we have our BIC code, our Business Industry Classification Code. They provide a website for you to find it. So click on Find My BIC Code. It will take you to this website. So in the search for code, type in social media. That's what YouTube falls under. Note that this is case specific because this video is for YouTube content creators. If you have a different online situation, you may need to type in your situation. Next, it will take you to this page, and you want to use the digital content creation own account. Just highlight the code and then paste it back into your BIC code. So as you can see, it is for the various government branches. Alright. Next, you want to select your IR3B form, your schedule for business income. You want to do this for your expenses and your income. So you do this, 1, because you are self-employed. 2, if you have a loss, you can use this, and this will help you pay a less tax or no tax if you got a negative income. So if you don't tick this, you will need to manually fill it out. So if you tick it, it will just be part of the online tax return. If you don't tick it, you'll manually have to fill it out manually. So it will look something like this if you don't tick it, and you'll need to fill this out. Okay, so that's just an example. Since you're clicking it, it doesn't matter. You won't see this, you'll just see the online version. Alright, specific situation. So click which ones apply. If you are clicking the first one, you're probably in a bad place. So you want to click the entitled to early payment discount if you're paying your taxes early. And this return will include attachments. So provide your evidence. You want to tick those two. And I hope you aren't in the first category. Next. So disclosures. So you've got your foreign investment funds. So you got overseas investments, and then the middle one is property. So I doubt there are many YouTube content creators that can or have bought a house and made a video, but if you did, sure. The first one is just if you got overseas investments. I don't have either, so I have no disclosures to make. Income, just type in your income. So the interests, they will have that auto-filled for you. For your self-employment income, you need to calculate that from your, from your income. So one of them will be YouTube/Google AdSense, and everything else from your sponsors and so on. So if you have sponsors, you may need to tick a few more boxes in the beginning. Note that this specific form is for AdSense only. Okay, so overseas income, once again, just fill it out. You know what to do. They tell you what you need to fill out. That's self-explanatory. No tricks there. In fact, there are no tricks at all. The tax department really wants to make it straightforward. Okay, other expenses. Once again, if you got other expenses, fill it out. So note that I have blank pages just to show you what it's like. I don't want to show you my taxes, just so I don't dox myself, and I don't want to cause legal issues. Okay, next, so your tax calculation. This is probably one of the most important pages. Confirm that you have entered your income correctly and your losses and your credits are correct. So tax credits, usually when you pay early or you have some kind of tax scheme. So check those are correct. You do not want to overpay in taxes. No one wants to pay more taxes than they need to. Please confirm that's correct. Okay, moving on. You got your business income. So this is your IR3B. So you've got your business sales, you've got your expenses, and yeah, everything else is self-explanatory. If you got stock, so if you have merchandise that you are selling, just type in what sales you made from your merchandise. So merchandise from your brand, I suppose. And in terms of Google AdSense, just type in sales. That's the generic term. So sales as in AdSense or ad revenue. If you got no stock, then you just leave those blank or 0. Again, very straightforward. Moving on to the next page. Okay, financial statements. So your YouTube / Google AdSense payslip. Have that in your financial statements. That is part of it. You may have an income change page as well. However, I did not because they don't request it, so I don't have it. But sometimes they do have a income change page. Okay, so have all your statements in PDF and upload it. Give them the evidence. Alright. Do fill out your tax return properly. As you can see, it has a review. Please review the information, make sure it's correct. So tax evasion is a crime, so fill it out carefully, please. And no, they will not send you to jail if you mistakenly fill it out once, but if you repeatedly fill out your form wrong on purpose, then yes, you will get in trouble with IRD. Please fill it out carefully or get a professional tax accountant to fill it out for you. Okay, so this page basically just tells you to check everything is correct. Double check, triple check it's correct. And then at the bottom, you just tick the I confirm everything is correct to my knowledge. And we are near the end. So period impact. This one is another important page. So you've got your taxes, you've got your credits. So make sure those are correct, and then your estimated total is how much tax you pay. Again, check it is correct. Check that you are not overpaying or underpaying. If you're underpaying, they will chase you up. If you're overpaying, it just becomes a credit. Okay? So if you overpay, they won't refund you. They'll just have it as a tax credit for the next tax round. And the most important one is estimated total, how much you pay. So please check it carefully. I cannot stress this enough. Alright, even though this is just a guide, when it comes to taxes, IRD does not mess around. Do not mess up your taxes, okay? And then at the bottom is if you have a tax refund. So if you have a negative number in your estimated total, that means the IRD department, or actually IR department, your tax department will refund it to your bank account. So in that scenario, If you want to update your bank account, you can do so. Do you want to credit to a different person? You can also do so. Okay, so those are one of those pages that I have to re-emphasize. Please carefully check that you've done it correctly and you haven't overpaid your taxes or underpaid your taxes. Okay, and now we hit the submit button. So the confirmation, you confirm that everything is true and correct, and you're good to go. Now, they give you 3 months to do your taxes. So it's plenty of time, but don't leave it last minute. I highly recommend you do it as soon as you have all your tax documents available. Again, it's probably worth the cost of paying an accountant, but if you can't afford an accountant, this might be a helpful guide. So hit the submit, don't leave yet, there's still another important page. Alright, so next up we have the confirmation page. If for whatever reason IRD chases you up and says that you haven't submitted your tax return, you show them this. You show them the screenshot, you save this, so you copy and paste this on a Word document or notepad. So it's got all your credentials, your name, your account ID, period, date received, submitted by, login, and then your confirmation number. Have that ready. So if they chase you up and trying to get you in trouble, you show them that you filed it. You filed it on time and is correct. One hopes. Okay, so that's an important one. They even have a printable copy ready for you. Alright, so that is the end. However, there is just a little bit more. Alright, so if you do make a mistake, you are allowed to delete and retry, provided that you still have enough time to do your tax returns. That's why they give you 3 months to do your tax returns. So just in case you do mess up, you filled it in wrong, you are allowed to delete your tax return and file a new tax return, provided that you are still within the time limit. So the time limit is 3 months. I believe it is 31st of March till 7. Please check your tax calendar. So they give you enough time just in case you do make a mistake. You can delete it and try again. Okay, like and subscribe, share with your friends, turn on all notifications, ring the bell. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.